Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to start with the second video for class 6, chapter 1, that is sources of food. In this video, we will discuss about parasites, scavengers, decomposers, food chain, food problem, etc. So let's start our topic with parasites. So as we all know that on the basis of the food habits, animals are further divided into so many categories. In this, herbivores, carnivores and omnivores already we have discussed in video first. Here we are going to discuss with parasite. So as you are able to see in this picture, it's a picture of a parasite. What are parasites? That live on or inside the body of other living organisms, right? Or plant, and they obtain their food from them. They are being known as parasites. Fleas, leeches, bugs, all these are the examples of parasite. So some live inside the body, some live outside the body. So this picture is the very good example of the parasite living inside the body of the host. They take their nutrition from their host, right? They totally depend on their host only. They just get the digested food from their host. Another picture I want to show you regarding these parasites. In this picture, are you able to see? This is also the example of parasites. Okay, dog flea. Fleas are also example of this. This is the life cycle of these. Okay, fleas. They live on the body of a pet like dog. Okay, roundworms, pinworms, etc. are also there, which live inside the body. So you may ask that how they get their food, how they digest their food. Are they having their digestive system and all? No, they just absorb the food which is digested by the host, and sometimes they also make them ill. Okay, this picture is also related to parasites only, right? This cockroach is also a parasite. The roundworm, the pinworm, all these are the examples of parasites. Hookworm, which live inside the body of their host. Okay, now let's discuss about scavengers. See, some animals and birds eat the flesh of dead animals, right? जो मर जाते हैं ये उनका flesh खाते हैं. What these types of animals and birds are known as scavengers. So jackal, hyenas, vultures, all these are the example. Are you able to see in this picture? Right? All these are the examples of scavengers. Okay. And some living organisms in nature like fungi, bacteria, they feed on dead plants. See, ये किस पे feed करते हैं? ये flesh खाते हैं dead animals का, right? And few organisms, they feed on dead plants and animals and decompose them. After decomposing them, they get their nutrition, right? So they are called decomposers, and these are called scavengers. So this picture is related to the decomposers. These are the bacteria. Bacteria are of different shapes and different types. This is one type of bacteria, right? And they are known as decomposers because they decompose the dead and decaying matter, and that's why they are able to clean our environment also. Okay, they help to keep the earth clean. Fungi are also fungi also come in this category? Mushrooms are also a type of fungi. So what they do, they decompose the dead and decaying matter and feed on that. They take their nutrition from them. So they are decomposers. Okay, so scavengers and decomposer both help to keep our earth clean. बिकॉज स्कैवेंजर डेड एनिमल्स की बॉडी को खाते हैं और प्लांट्स को, और डीकम्पोजर्स जो बचे हुए रिमेन्स होते हैं उनको डीकम्पोज करते हैं. सो बोथ ऑफ दीज help to keep our earth clean. So they are our friend. Okay, friend of the earth. These fungi and bacteria secrete out digestive juices from their body. And what these digestive juices will do? These digestive juices will allow that dead and decaying matter to decompose. Okay, so when it will get decomposed, it will turn into liquids, and then they will be able to take that liquid food and they'll get their nutrition. Okay, you are able to see in this picture how the vulture is eating the dead body. So these are the helpers of our nature. It helps our nature to make it clean. So scavengers and decomposers both keep our earth clean. Okay, because they decomposes the remains and eat the dead body, the dead animal, the dead plant. Now the next topic which I am going to discuss is about food chain. So what is a food chain? Food chain, as we all know, that all of us need energy to do our work. All of us need energy to grow, to do various activities in our life. So from where we get that energy? Obviously you will say we'll get it from food. Okay, what food we eat? What is the source of food for us? Either plants or animals, we have discussed. Okay, so either that is plant or animal. Okay, so from where the plants get their food, how they get that energy which we are taking? They get it from sun, because sun is the one and only ultimate source of energy on the earth, right? Animal cannot utilize the energy which is radiated by the sun directly for their activities. Can we? No, we cannot. Only plants, and which plants? Those who are having chlorophyll, they can trap that energy, because chlorophyll की एक खासियत है that it traps the sunlight. So जब sunlight trap करता है chlorophyll, and they do the process of photosynthesis, they prepare their food, the extra food they store in the different parts. We eat that plant parts, whether it is stem, root, leaf, whatever is edible for us, we eat that plant part and we get the energy. Okay, so sun's energy is now transferred to us. Alright, when we will die, what will happen? Our energy will get transferred to whosoever will feed on our body, whether it is bacteria, fungi, or it is vulture, jackal, etc. Right? If I talk about a plant has trapped that energy. Now if a grasshopper is eating that, then what will happen? That energy will get transferred to that grasshopper. If frog will eat that grasshopper, then that energy will goes into frog. It will get transferred to frog. Now if a snake is eating that frog, see, frog is also a carnivore and snake is also a carnivore, but frog, जो snake है, that is a large carnivore, right? So if the snake is eating that frog, then snake will get that energy. Okay, and what if the snake is being eaten by the eagle? Because eagle is the top carnivore. So जब वो सांप को खाएगा तो क्या होगा? Energy will get transferred to eagle now, right? And when the eagle will die, this energy will get transferred to bacteria, fungi, etc. and finally into the soil. Okay, and again from side it will goes to the green plant. So what is this food chain? It is the transfer of energy from one source to another. Okay, and we cannot utilize the solar energy directly. Only the green plant can do this thing because they are having chlorophyll in their leaves. Leaves are green just because of they are having a green pigment that is known as chlorophyll. So we all get that energy by eating that green plants. All right. So now I would like to explain you the food chain with the help of a video. Okay, that will make you more clear. All right. See in this picture, the deer is eating the grass. So it will get the energy from which is being trapped into the green plants. Now the deer will be eaten by the lion. So lion will get that energy. So energy is being transferred. This is called the food chain.
Food chain. All living things need energy in order to live, and they get this energy from the food they eat. All food chains start with plants and end with animals. Plants are called producers because they produce their own food from sunlight, water, and the nutrition that they get from the soil. Animals are called consumers because they cannot prepare their own food and are directly or indirectly dependent on plants for their energy. Some animals eat plants and some eat animals for energy. Animals that eat only plants to get energy are called herbivores. For example, deers, cows, grasshoppers. Animals that eat animals to get energy are called carnivores. For example, tigers, lions, snakes. Animals that eat both plants and animals to get energy are called omnivores. For example, monkeys and bears. A simple food chain starts with grass, which is eaten by rabbits. Then the rabbits are eaten by foxes. A big food chain starts with acorns, which are eaten by mice. The mice are eaten by snakes. And then finally the snakes are eaten by frogs. At each link in the chain, energy is being transferred from one animal to another. Marine food chain. A marine food chain starts with phytoplankton, which are eaten by small fishes. Then the small fishes are eaten by medium-sized fishes. And at last, the medium-sized fishes are eaten by big fishes. Food web. The arrows in a food chain show the flow of energy. A network of many food chains is called a food web.
So now I hope food chain must be clear to you, right? It is the transfer of energy from one source to another. So it is a series of organisms linked together by the process of eaten and being eaten up for food. Okay, so the next topic which we are going to discuss is about food problem, right? What is food problem? See, as we all know that India is a vast country with a vast population, but all the peoples living in our country are not getting food in a proper manner. And why it is so? Why they are not getting their food? There might be so many reasons. So first we will discuss the causes for that, and then we will discuss about the solutions. So let's discuss. So there could be two possible causes. First is poverty and second is low productivity and high demand, right? Poverty means, see, so many peoples are not having enough money to purchase that food. Just because of poverty they don't get food. And another cause, we can say that there is shortage of food in our country because of low productivity and high demand. As I have already told you that we are having a vast population with us, so because of low productivity there is a food problem in our country. This picture is clearly explaining you what is the condition of some people in India. They are so poor that they are not having proper food to eat. They are not having proper places to live. They are not having proper houses with them. So just because of poverty they are not able to get their food. So what is the possible solution for this? What we can do to solve out this problem? See, as if every problem is having the solution, we just have to find it out. So what is the solution for this problem? That we should grow more and more crops. How we can do this? By using more and more barren lands, right, to make them fertile, and by using the new techniques of farming, the new modern methods of farming, right, we can increase our productivity. If the productivity will increase, we will be able to provide food to all the people living in India. The next possible solution is to store the grains in a proper manner. You must have heard that so many times in the rainy days, tons of wheat get spoiled on the railway stations, etc. Why? Because it was not being stored in a proper manner. If we'll store it in a proper manner, then we'll be able to save it. Okay, so what we should do, we should store the food grains properly so that they are not eaten by the pests like rats, insects, birds, or spoiled by the microorganisms. All right, birds also eat the insects, eat our grains, so we have to save our grains from them also by storing them in a proper manner. All of us knows this then, that in our social functions, in marriage parties, etc., we are having a lot of varieties with us, right? And people want to taste each and everything, so they just pull their plate whether they are able to eat it or not. So that is also a possible solution, that we should not waste food. We should take that much only which we are able to finish. Okay, we should not food not in any way. And overeating also leads to obesity, so we should not do overeating also. We should not take more food than we can eat. And we should consume all the food that we have taken in our plate. A large amount of food is wasted in these types of marriage parties, etc., and social functions. Why? Just because of poor management at parties and other social functions. The food which get wasted and we have to throw it into the dustbin, it could be used, right? So nobody should waste the food. This is also a possible solution for food problem. So in this video we have discussed about parasites, scavengers, decomposers, food chain and food problem. So this chapter is finished. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. My next video will be for Chapter 2, Components of Food. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thanks a lot.